Am I looking I think I look more girthy than
Girthy.
You want to see how you look, Tom?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Put it on.
Let's look can see us on the monitor.
Let's have a look at me.
Brand new setup here in the studio. If you're watching on YouTube.com.
I just want to remind everybody that the camera adds 10 pounds. So, oh yeah, no, like 15. Readjust.
Yeah, shake it out.
This one's gonna be awkward because I'm gonna be flexing the whole time.
I'm constantly flexing, like just throughout the day.
Really?
My abs are just being constantly flexed.
Then why are you so
in shape? Because I'm constantly flexing.
Huh. It's interesting. So I watched the Kelly Clarkson show today. You know, in honor.
She has a talk show.
She does have a talk show.
Yeah.
I watched it. It was honestly pretty entertaining.
You watched it at work?
I'm so sick of my job, dude. Yeah, but yeah.
I can't imagine being this bored at your job to where you're watching Kelly Clarkson's TV show.
We're recording today, and in honor of
what's it called?
From Kelly to Justin.
No, for real. What's the name of her show?
It's literally called the Kelly Clarkson Show.
Wow, creative.
Yeah, I mean,
I would have called it a talk show like this. Some people watch an hour for a talk show like this. That's
funny.
Thank you.
And then the theme song is obviously that.
Oh yeah, and it's got to be done live.
No,
every time.
It's got to be the when she hits that note. I'm not gonna do it. But
don't do it.
Yeah, no, it would be
copyright claim.
Be a travesty.
Because you sound just like her.
I mean, I do.
Right. We don't want
similar names. Have what's your favorite instrument?
My favorite instrument?
I was.
Is this a riddle or something?
No. So I was on the way home. I was on my way home from work. And I was like, a few jams came on, and I was like, oh, like, I thought, I was like, why am I so pumped about these jams? And I realized that they all featured the piano. And I think, like, that's my favorite instrument to hear in a song is the piano.
Mine's saxophone.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. When I saw Hall & Oates live in Memphis.
They're so good.
And they had this dude do, like, a 1.5-minute long sax solo, and people were just feeling it. So I think the sax.
The sax is okay, like Chicago
or violin.
Chicago's so good. Violin. Violin's. I love the violin. When you hear like so I hated the Rolling Stones for a long time, and I hate them a little bit less now.
I don't care for them.
Hated them.
I don't really listen to them. I got nothing against them though.
I mean, they're a pretty famous band from a long time ago.
I know who they are. I just don't really.
Okay, you know the song "Bittersweet Symphony"?
Yes.
By the Verve Pipe.
No, it's just the Verve.
Is it the Verve? What was the pipe?
The Verve Pipe is they have the song "We Were Merely Freshmen."
Yeah, they should have stuck with the Verve. I don't know that.
For the life of me, I cannot remember.
That song's kind of a jam, actually.
I feel like that was their only hit.
For the life of me, I know that song. But no, okay, so you know that. But do you know what happened with that song?
Of course I do.
Yeah, but like not many people do.
I feel like this one is pretty well known. I'll let you explain it.
Well, okay, so the Rolling Stones, let me...
All right, I'll explain it. So, if you're looking it up on your phone, basically what happened is...
the Stones... Okay, so the Verve took a... Oh, sorry. Oh, did I cut you off? My bad. No. So the Verve reached out to the Rolling Stones people and asked to take a sample of
an
orchestra version of
one of their songs.
Give me a
second. I don't even know the name of the song. Is it a well-known song?
Yeah, it is. The Last Time. This will be the last time. This will be the last time.
Don't know it.
Maybe the last time.
He sounds just like Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, it's.
I thought you were gonna say like
uncanny.
I thought you were gonna say like Mick Jagger, but I would rather sound like Kelly Clarkson. Anyway, so they asked for the rights. They said yeah.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, this orchestra version sounds absolutely nothing like the song. Like, unless you knew, like, if you know, then you could hear the. It like goes along with it, but it doesn't sound. It is not that. Like, you would never put them together if you didn't know.
Right.
And so, whatever, 1997, the song came out, and it was insanely popular. obviously, and then the Rolling Stone. No. Once it, and then once it. No, I mean,
Tell us more.
Did you get very far? No. So then the Stone, like, it got so popular that they're like, no, we want some of that, and they sued the Verve for literally everything of the song, and then they won because technically they did use too much of the sample.
Right.
So like the book of the law, like, yeah, they did.
Right.
So yeah, then the song got nominated for a Grammy, and Mick Jagger and Keith Richards went to the Grammys for like as the nominees for that song.
Right.
Which I think is absolute just trash.
It is. I mean, it's trash to be like, yes, you can use this song, and then when the song blows up, for them to be like, you know what, you actually use a bit too much of it.
And if it was actually the last time, fine. But it doesn't even. It's not even. They literally had nothing to do with it. It was I think like something Oldman is the guy's last name.
Gary Oldman.
It's not Gary.
He's
Oldman.
very talented.
Yeah, he's a man of many.
But
strings.
now in your research, did you see that the Verve now can make money off of the song?
Well, no, because
again?
the Stones in May they.
May of
I actually
2019?
just read it. I was reading about this yesterday. Yeah, in May the Stones gave back all the rights
right
to the song, and they also gave back all the royalty money that the Stones made. They give it back to the Verve.
Oh, they gave him the money?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that was nice of him.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a prick move. But this guy was probably so broke for 22 years.
Probably. I mean, he probably wasn't broke, but yeah, to have a huge song like that and for that to be their only hit song.
Yeah, like
to have
you never heard
no
of the Verve.
income from that.
Yeah, like that sucks. That's the worst. And like the Rolling Stones weren't big enough in 1997, so they had to take this #1 song too. That doesn't even sound like their song. It's just
it's bad behavior. I wonder if how much of it was the Rolling Stones or how much of it was like the producers and their legal team.
So it was the manager technically that sued the Verve.
Yeah.
But you don't think that the Rolling Stones could have been like,
oh, for sure,
stop,
for sure. But once you have like a ton of money, you only want more money. So
if you give a mouse a cookie,
what?
If you give a mouse a cookie,
you've never heard of that. He's gonna want some milk.
Yeah, thank you. Are you not? Were you never a kid? You don't know that book?
I read Goosebumps as a kid, and that was it.
R.L. Stein.
Yeah,
great guy.
But I don't know if you give a mouse a cookie, he wants some milk.
This is unbelievable.
Is it, Anthony? Is this unbelievable?
A little bit.
Okay, it's also unbelievable that you haven't even heard that term before. Like maybe fine. It's ridiculous you haven't read the book, but you also have never heard. If you give a mouse a cookie, he'll want a glass of milk.
If you give anyone a cookie, they want a glass of milk. What does it have to do with a mouse?
Because the more you give, the more that whoever you give it to wants.
Okay.
It's a whole book.
So you're giving, they're taking.
Well, the first,
and they're going to want more.
Thing. It's like a bunch of things that happen. I don't remember
Is it a book
exactly.
about sharing or something?
No, it's a book about keeping what you. I guess.
Yeah, it's a very greedy.
I guess it is a book about like keeping what.
Really?
Hoarding.
Not, like when you see a homeless guy, don't give him.
Right, because he's gonna ask for more the next time you see him.
You give him a 10. Next time he wants a 20. Like
that's a bad kid's book.
Yeah, but it's a great book because it's a mouse.
Who wrote it? Shel Silverstein?
No.
No.
Dr. Suez?
Dr. Emmett Brown?
No.
No, I don't know who wrote that book.
Who cares? The guy's probably dead anyway.
Someone greedy. No, maybe not. How about Ted Williams' head just shattering? What if you were like the nurse that had like check on? I mean, that happened like a million years ago. But what if you were the nurse that had to check in on him, and you're like, oh, yep, he's still frozen in there, and then you like trip over a cable, and his head just
shatters
on the floor.
I would love that to happen to me with my body.
What would your
freeze
first,
it and then shatter it?
Your first phone, like when you call your boss, you're like, it was. The author was Laura Numeroff. I love
Numeroff. Sounds like a Russian double agent.
It was a book about communism.
Yeah. Well, did you see who the illustrator is? Probably isn't.
Felicia Bond.
Yeah, James's daughter, or maybe just James undercover.
What if James Bond goes undercover? The name's Bond. Shit. Yeah, it's Felicia Bond.
Well, then the last line of the movie always definitely has to be "Bye, Felicia." Has to be.
Yeah, okay.
You got to give in to that.
That's a terrible line to end anything, and that be the end.
Bye, Felicia.
Credits.
Then, yeah, exactly. Perfectly. That movie's already set up for a sequel.
Hello, Felicia. Again.
Bond just hates being Felicia, but like secretly loves it.
Did you do anything for Halloween?
We had there was a party.
Work party?
I went to a work party. Yeah, it was pretty fun. I dressed up. Well, I didn't know what I was gonna do.
Would you dress up as a stupid idiot?
Hey,
No, that's
got him.
Nice.
What did you dress up as?
Okay, so I wasn't really planning on dressing up because I don't know. I also wasn't planning on going really, but then I went, and I go to this Halloween store, and I have no idea. Like, I wish they had I wish they had people at the door to just be like, okay, you're gonna be this, and you're gonna be like, just direct me and tell me what I'm gonna be.
Yeah, that sounds that's nice.
That would be an amazing Halloween. Like, I don't want to choose, and they have so many things. Like they don't have just like a one package deal. It's like a whatever. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll be a hippie. I don't know, but whatever. That turned into Elton John, so I was Elton John.
Let me see a picture. You got a picture?
In memory of my fish. I did.
You,
I met the guy.
Fish?
Yeah, I had a fish. His name was Sir Elton John.
When?
He died.
When was this?
I don't know, 2 years ago maybe. It was at work. He was on my desk at work.
Oh.
It was so sad.
We had a goldfish. We had a goldfish at my home. Dropped off on our porch after a carnival, like
an abandoned orphan baby.
Yeah, but like the ones that you win at carnivals.
Okay, yeah, but like you're the firehouse and like you're like some young mom. Wait, so that guy in the back?
Yeah,
he wrote and directed. Angels in the Outfield and Harry and the Hendersons.
Can you ask him why in Angels in the Outfield this dude just like gave up his 12-year-old son to go on a motorcycle trip? Isn't that like the plot of the movie? The dad's like he wants to go out motorcycling with his buddies.
The plot of the movie is that there were angels in the outfield.
No, for real. In the beginning of the movie,
the setup, yeah,
it's Joseph Gordon-Levitt and his dad's like, "Look, I got to take off.
Yeah,
I want to go ride my bike."
I mean, his dad was so cool though. But you see that leather coat?
But you can't do that. Like,
I mean, you can't bring your kid with.
But that's what happened. And then at the end,
do you want? Would you?
He gets adopted.
Put yourself in the dad's shoes.
And then he's got his friend too. And then the guy's like, yeah, I guess I'll adopt him too.
Put yourself in the
kind of like
shoes.
in Like Mike, when Morris Chestnut's character
movie, by the way.
adopts Bow Wow, and then you got little Jonathan Lipnicki, Stuart Little callback.
Oh yeah,
and he's like
talk about Jonathan.
All right, I'll take the nerdy white kid too. He's not gonna make me any money.
My brother actually texted me today. He was listening to it, and he goes,
"By the way, this is not Elton John, though. This is
I know. It was just a very flamboyant outfit.
Honestly,
I had to buy a pirate like face thing. I had like just to get that earring.
This might sound weird. I'll post this. Can I post this picture on our newly formed Twitter?
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
Look gorgeous.
Thank
I'm
you.
not even like.
If I was a burger at McDonald's, I'd be a McGorgeous.
Like you. God, you're such a loser. But honestly, I don't know what it is. It looks like you got a little bit of makeup on. Maybe you're drinking wine, and your lips are a little bit stained.
No, I was drinking.
But you look so pretty in this picture. This guy.
I mean, it might be the earring.
How terrified does he look, though?
Wrote and directed Harry and the Hendersons. Yeah, because I accosted him. He thought it was Elton John.
That's true. Tom accosts people. Okay.
Daily.
Yes. Any celebrity. He has no shame at all.
No, but it also doesn't matter if they're a celebrity. I'll cost them anyway.
Let me tell you this little story. We were outside of a bar in Silver Lake, which is like a hip area. And this was, I don't know how many years ago now. But we're outside, and we see Jason, how do you say his last name? Mantzoukas?
Yeah, Mantzoukas.
From the league. He plays Rafi on the league. He's in so many things now. He's pretty popular. But we saw him, and Tom's like, "Oh, we got to get a picture." And I'm like, "No."
No.
I'm like,
I told you to. Okay, I didn't say we got to get a picture. I said you got to get one. I already had one.
that's true. He already had one.
But I also the way I did it by myself was way smoother. Justin
wait.
Justin saw a celebrity. He's like, "Oh my god, what am I supposed to?" Okay,
Not true.
Okay, guys, act normal.
Not
There's
true.
a celebrity in our midst.
Not true. Here's what happened. Tom's like, he did say, like, we got to get you a picture. And I'm like, I don't want to disturb the guy. You know, let him get his street meat in peace.
You know how pumped he is that he got recognized?
I'll post that picture too. So anyway, I try to walk as far away as I can. And Tom just goes up to him.
So Justin's a very slow walker.
He's like, we got to get a picture. Tom's got like his arm around this guy. He's like, Justin, get over here. Let's take a picture. And I'm like, no. And then Tom was like, I'm not leaving until you come over here and you get a picture. And I feel so bad for this guy. And I walked up to him and I literally said, I'm sorry. And, you know, Tom and I are smiling very nicely in this picture. And he just has the most dead look on his face. Like, why did I get into this industry? But also kind of fuck him for that, because if you are famous and someone asks you for a picture, that's like the least you can do. Right?
I mean, absolutely. Like, if you're out at a bar till 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it was probably 2 in the morning.
Yeah, like, no, come on, don't give me that. You want to get recognized.
And he was also, he was by himself at that party. I'm sure he had friends inside, but he was standing alone.
I mean, El Canado's a pretty crazy guy.
Brolo El Canado. Yeah. But he absolutely hated taking that picture.
I wasn't in love with it. Well, because it developed very awkwardly. Because you were awkward about it. Like, I was
awkward about it. I didn't want to do it. Tom forced me to do it.
No, because so then Justin, you took my phone out of my ear, like, okay, yeah, I'll take a picture of you two. I'm like, no.
Yes,
I was like, no, you get in. This whole thing is so that you get a picture with him.
I didn't want to. The guy was so clearly not about it.
Yeah, no, Justin saw a celebrity, he got pretty scared.
I see celebrities every day when I look in the mirror.
You see more than one?
I'm the funniest person that lives in my apartment.
In that mirror, yeah. I don't know.
Also, real quick, before I forget, I want to shout out our new YouTube subscribers, Anna Bahudian, Amanda Paulzinski, and Kevin Paulson, the Paul twins, Paulzinski and Paulson. Thank you guys for subscribing, and we love you. I'll give everyone a smooch on the lips.
Me too.
No one wants to kiss you on the lips. They told me that. They actually, when they subscribed, they sent me a message saying, I don't want Tom to kiss me on the lips.
Was it offered?
No, they just said
it. They're like, just in case the situation arises.
Yeah, if it ever comes up, I don't want that man anywhere near these lips.
All right, I mean, I get it.
Oh, wait, real quick. Also, back to this goldfish thing. There was a goldfish on our front
step.
Mine was
a beta. Oh, yeah.
Just like you.
Buddy. Trying to get knocked out over here.
Get KO'd. It was left on our front step. We took it in. We put it in a bowl, and it lived for like 13 years. A goldfish.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
What's the average lifespan for a goldfish? I thought it was really short. Like less than a year.
There was a guy that literally won a goldfish at a carnival, and it was like 75 years old when it died. Like,
I didn't think that they lived that long.
I think the guy died of old age before the goldfish did.
Where am I getting this information that goldfish live like a few months and then they die?
Because those are the little kids that the parents don't want to take care of the goldfish. It's like,
so all right. Take care of it. Like, it's so hard to take care of a goldfish. You just drop little flakes of food in there.
The hard part about taking care of a fish is remembering that you have to take care of it.
Hey, if you give a fish a food, he's going to want some more food.
Yeah, but not for like 2 weeks.
I was doing the mouse reference.
No, I know, I got it. But like, mice are way more demanding than a fish.
Would you ever have a mouse as a pet?
Absolutely not.
I would, I think. They're kind of cute.
No, they're not.
You don't think so?
No.
Not a rat, but like a mouse.
I mean, they're kind of one and the same to me. No, a mouse is a pet. Like, that's like, you don't want to be like the family that like your kid goes to school and he's like the mouse pet guy.
I had a friend growing up. He had 2 ferrets.
Oh, apparently ferrets smell so bad.
The house did smell, but I don't know. The ferrets were kind of cool.
My cousin actually had
Shout out Nate Grazer if you're listening.
Nate.
He moved away in
Nate the Great
after 5th grade, but he was the coolest kid in school. He was the first kid in my school to like start spiking his hair, and then everyone did it. And then also in 5th grade, he like bleached the tips of his hair.
Oh, I hate Nate the Great.
He was ahead of everything. I met him. He was actually the first friend I ever made when I was 4 years old. He was riding his bike in our neighborhood, and my mom's like, go talk to him.
Giving out nipple piercings.
It's funny. His brother had a nipple piercing.
Yeah, I mean,
a very progressive family.
Okay, if I see somebody with bleached tips,
but that was my first friend. We hung out almost all the time after that. And the one time at my house, we were playing basketball, and I didn't like a call that he said, so I threw the ball at his head, and then we didn't talk for like 3 months.
White tips fell off.
No, this is before 5th grade. But yeah, he was a cool guy.
You seem upset that you lost contact. I feel like you could reach out.
I
Do you have his phone number?
When, let's see, he left after 5th grade. I think 7th grade, or maybe even the next year when MySpace became a thing, I added him on MySpace. He moved to Arizona, and then, we were just MySpace friends, and we didn't say much. And then a couple years after that, I had his phone number, gave him a call, talked to him on the phone. My mom forced me to do it, which was kind of weird because I didn't want to do it. And I learned his brother was in jail, and he was just hanging out, just chilling. We were in high school, and that was it. But I haven't looked him up in social media for a very long time.
You gotta look up Nate.
I'll look him up, Nate Grazer. If you're out there, if you're listening, which I'm sure you are, drop me a line.
Yeah, Nate. Hey, we'd be obliged to hear.
We'd love to have you on the pod.
Love to have you on the pod. A little life update. No, that's. You do seem upset that you lost touch. Hey, Nate. Justin, legitimately right now seems upset.
I'm not upset. I am tearing up, but I'm not upset.
He's not happy.
No, I mean, I'm not upset about it, but I am extremely pissed off about it.
That he moved. You're more mad at him than just sad about the situation.
Here's a weird story that I just thought of. It has to do with Nate. That's why. This is the weirdest thing I've ever done in my life. I've always been a pretty self-aware guy, even when I was very young. One time, I went to the mall with Nate and his mom. I could not have been more than 8 years old. And we were just shopping around. I don't even know why I'm telling this story.
No, let's go. No, we're in it now.
Shopping around, and I was so hungry. I was starving. I think it was the hungriest I've ever been in my life. And we were inside of a store. Maybe it was a Gap or something. And I don't know why I did this, but I dropped down to my stomach, and I licked the floor. Why would I do that?
You were pretty hungry.
Why would I do that? I licked the floor, and she looked at me like, what is wrong with you? And immediately I knew that was wrong. I shouldn't have done that.
Immediately.
In my head, I'm like, why
Nate,
would I do that?
We are moving as far away from this guy as possible.
Nate, I promise you we're out of here within the next 3 years.
We need to get you away.
But that was so weird. Even after I did, I'm like, well, why would I do that? I'm making a fool of myself.
Did you think it was funny at the time?
No, I was desperate for food, and maybe I looked up some crumbs on the ground. I don't really remember.
Yeah, was there a piece of gum, dirty gum, stepped on gum that you licked?
That was weird, though.
Yeah, that's a weird story.
Haven't licked the floor since, so I think I learned my lesson.
Have you kissed the floor?
I feel like I have.
I feel like I have too, but I can't think of the situation.
Licking a floor not acceptable. Kissing a floor acceptable.
Yeah, but depending on the situation, if we're just I don't know, if somebody's just out of nowhere just kisses the floor, you just out of nowhere lick the floor,
yeah,
be as equally as weird. It doesn't matter if it's a kiss or a lick.
Yeah.
But if you just get off an airplane, I get it. That's funny.
Is that funny?
It's kind of it's kind of funny when you get off an airplane. When you get off an airplane and you're finally the ground. When we went to, I'm
gonna do that after a 30-minute flight.
I actually almost.
I'm gonna fly to San Francisco and kiss the ground. Ooh, that was the longest 45 minutes of my life. I almost did.
When we went to Tyler's wedding, when we landed in Mammoth, I almost kissed the ground.
Why? Was it a bumpy ride?
Yes.
It was.
Yeah.
Justin,
What airline did you fly?
This plane, I don't know. Joe's.
Joe's airline.
Joe was pretty nice.
I get in this plane, and it is we have to. It's just at LAX too, huge airport.
Is LAX a big airport?
It's pretty obnoxiously big. So I
get out. You had to clarify.
Because I had to clarify because of this. So when you get to the terminal, you have to go outside to get on. Then they wheel a library staircase up to the plane, and you have to go up it and then in.
So this was a small plane.
My car is bigger.
Wait, no, for real.
It was time. There were. I think they were like. No, there were like probably 50 seats in it.
Yeah, 40, 50.
What airline was it? For real? Do you know?
I actually don't remember.
I don't recall. Yeah.
Was it like Frontier? Was it? I feel like it was Frontier maybe, but I don't know.
Or like Alaska or.
Okay. Oh, maybe Alaska. We flew on the Oregon State Beavers plane. Actually,
I flew Frontier once and it was disgusting.
Yeah, never again. I mean, Spirit too. Spirit's
disgusting like because it was really dirty. The plane, Spirit. I've had no issues with Spirit. But anyway,
they make you pay for like breathing. Like, that's going to be an oxygen fee.
I hate that trope. Look, on their website, they tell you.
Yeah, they're very clear about it.
Yes.
Okay,
X, Y, and
but
Z.
like when you get a like that's the only reason I flew that the first time, and I ended up paying like way more than any other airline.
No, then you did it wrong.
Okay, sorry, I got to check a bag and like live.
I never check bags.
Well, I did. I had to that one time.
Anyway, so what happened on this flight? It was just really
no. So I get in the plane, right, and like I look out the window, and I'm like, oh, these propellers on this, like we like the technology that we have now, we still fly in propeller planes, huh?
What's the alternative?
Not propellers.
Okay. Sure. All right.
Like the pilot gets out on the wing and he like spins it to stardom. Like,
you got the guys in the backs like pushing it along.
Yeah, it was
to get it up in the air.
It was terrifying, but whatever. So I was terrified the whole way. We took off, and I was just waiting to crash. I was just sitting there like, if one of these propellers goes down, we're just spinning in circles until we die. Like, if that's really what's keeping us afloat.
How long was that flight?
Like an hour of the worst hour of my life.
Are you okay with flying normally?
Yeah.
Anthony, are you?
Yeah.
And this was just a bad experience.
Oh, it was horrible. But the whole flight, it was so smooth.
I was okay.
Yeah.
But there were some drops where I'm like, oh shit.
Like you feel in your stomach? Like
so
that kind of drop?
No, so like you're riding the Raging Bull drop.
Oh, I love that.
Not in a plane.
No, not in a plane.
If a plane was connected to a track, all right. But no.
I just want like high speed rails, you know? I want trains going 1,200 miles an hour.
Like plane speed rails.
Yeah. That would be cool. That would be really cool.
Maybe one day they'll build like the magnetic roller coaster, like the train they're going to build.
If I had
150.
If I was the richest man in the world, I would have my own private jet.
No, you'd want more money.
It has nothing to do with anything I was saying, but I would have my own private jet. It's bad for the environment.
If you're the richest man, why wouldn't you? You got to fly. You became the richest man in the world because you had to be a bunch of places. Anyway.
No, I became the richest man in the world because I invented a new ice cream flavor and everyone went bananas for it. And I'm calling it bananas for it because it's bananas and then a bunch of other secret ingredients that I cannot say right now.
Honestly, I'm very into this.
I love ice cream.
Very into this. I love ice cream. Like, it's one of the best. Wait, hold on. Let me finish this. So whatever, the plane, like... The whole ride, it was super smooth, and I turned around to Corey and I was like, Corey, I'm shocked. Like, there's zero turbulence. Like, it's been amazing because the pilot already announced like we're landing, great. Like, take your seatbelt off and walk in the aisles while we land. And I was like, perfect. So I just turned around to Corey. I'm like, yo, this was honestly, I was terrified, but this was super smooth. The second I say that, the plane. We're just cruising, and the plane drops like 500 feet.
Quickly.
No, just straight. Yeah, straight down. It wasn't even like a descent. It was just from here to there, and I like, and everyone in the plane felt like everyone was like politely scared, like, ooh, ooh,
oh me, oh my,
ooh, and then they like pretend to laugh, but everybody's like gripping the armrest, like, God. And then the whole there was a point where I didn't think the pilot had any control of the plane. Like, you could feel him like kind of turning towards the airport, and then the wind would just like wing us back to the right. It was absolutely terrifying.
I wonder how much work actual pilots do
on that plane.
In general, I feel like most things are probably automated, and they're kind of just like there in case anything happens.
Yeah, they're the safety. They're the backup.
Well, takeoff and landing are apparently like the hardest parts.
And do they have to do that themselves, or is that also done for them?
No, the pilots do take off and land, but also in a big plane, like in a Dreamliner is so nice. Have you ever been on a Dreamliner?
No.
Oh, they're amazing. They're like the international ones, but when you like just so happen to catch one to Chicago that's going wherever, oh, it's just like it feels like it doesn't even feel like you're in a car. It feels like you're just in your apartment, just like chilling, watching a movie in a really small seat. Really.
That's nice.
Oh, it's Dreamliners. They're 787, I think that's what that is. It's so great.
When I flew back from London, like a month ago.
Yeah.
There was almost nobody on the plane. So I had nobody next to me.
Yeah, because Bear fans don't travel anymore. We've given up.
No, that has nothing to do with it. This was a flight from London to Portland. And yeah.
Who's going to Portland?
I guess not many people that day. But it was nice that I had nobody next to me.
Was it a big plane? What did you fly? What airline? Spirit.
Delta.
I've actually never flown Delta, and I've heard very mixed reviews.
I liked it.
They
give you so much food on these flights.
Yeah, because you're flying for like, what is it, 10 hours?
It was 9 hours, yeah. But I wonder, because I was so full. But, I still kept eating the food that they were giving me because I'm not going to waste food.
Yeah.
But
obviously.
it was crazy. And honestly, the food wasn't that bad.
Yeah, airline food gets a bad rap.
Yeah. Thanks to Jerry Seinfeld, bitch.
How about that airline food?
What's the deal with airline food?
Hey, Jerry Seinfeld.
And then Kramer busts in and says the N-word.
Hey, Jerry. Yeah, that was weird. That was a weird... That
was, I think, close to 15 years ago now. Was
it that long ago?
I feel like it was like 06, 07 or something.
And then he went on to Comedians in Cars for like the apology. Did you see that?
Yeah.
It was
I didn't, but he was also on Curb before that, I feel like. When Curb had that Seinfeld like reunion season.
Yeah.
Was Jerry on it?
Yeah. Jerry was on almost every episode. Kramer wasn't on that many episodes.
Oh, I definitely didn't. Was it the comeback season? Like because they took a break for like 8 years.
I think this was season 7 of Curb, and it was probably 2011 or something like that. And they did address it there, and they did it in a hilarious way. Because Curb?
Yeah.
So, Larry lives with Leon.
Lardav.
LD, he lives with Leon, who's black. And
he's great.
He's so funny. JB's movie is absolutely hilarious.
the blacks.
Yeah. So funny. If you haven't watched Curb Your Enthusiasm, watch every episode right now.
Hey, Larry David, if you're listening, we'd love to have you on the pod. And hey, Jerry, also you too.
But they addressed it there with Kramer in a scene with Leon, and it was funny. Obviously, I don't know.
He keeps trying to. He definitely keeps like he acknowledges it a lot.
You have to.
Yeah, but like you said, I didn't really. It has to be that long ago though.
Yeah,
like it does have probably like 15 years, something like that.
Yeah, probably close to it. You want to celebrate?
Crazy.
You want to celebrate the 15th year anniversary?
Weird, isn't it weird being like in the early decades of a century? Like, because everything seems like it wasn't that long ago. Like when you just say, "Oh, it was like 2009." That was 10 years ago.
Yeah,
but it seems like 3, because the numbers kind of like screw with your head a little bit. I feel like
it's also weird to me too, because like just being in school and you'd hear like 1910, like, oh my God, that's gonna be us though. When people hear about that, we lived through the turn.
I think about it all the time.
Millennium.
I think about that all the time. Like 19. I mean, and obviously the more years that go by, like the way, like 1910 now is like the fact that the Cubs didn't win the World Series until 2016 is unbelievable.
It's pathetic.
The last time they won before 2016 was 4 years before the Titanic sank.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That is.
The world has changed so much.
And it was a lot of years before Titanic, the movie, came out.
Yeah, and the Cubs still hadn't won.
I know.
By then. The
Poor excuse for a franchise.
2 VHS tapes.
You ever seen the movie VHS? VHS 2?
Yeah,
I
don't hate it. I don't hate it.
No, I like those. Anthony, you don't like horror movies.
No, not a. I like Dread. I like.
Right.
I don't like the jump scare bullshit.
You like Judge Dredd.
I sometimes,
like Judge Dredd.
sometimes
Dread is a really good movie. Actually,
I sometimes love horror, like love jump scares, like a lot.
I fucking hate.
I hate loving them.
They're so cheap.
They're so cheap, but they're so good.
But
there was one. Did you watch A Haunting of Hill House?
No.
Okay, first of all,
actually, my mom told me it was pretty good.
It's a really good show. It's a really good show.
I've heard good things.
And there's a few jump scares, but not a lot. And there's one in that series that is, I will never forget. I almost jumped out my window. You have to watch it. I'm not gonna spoil it.
Imagine somebody getting so scared that they go over to the window and open it up, push out the screen, and they jump out.
Like slowly.
They go through the whole process of actually jumping out the window.
But they slowly do it.
Run over the window, open it up, kick out the screen, dive out head first. You could have just gone through the door. It would have been much easier.
That's real, right? Yeah. Dive out the door?
Yeah. Open the door and just...
No, but there's like what are you going to dive onto the stairway or whatever you're on? I don't.
Do you walk up the stairs and then at the top of the stairs there's your door?
I'm also imagining they're jumping out the window on the other side of the building, not on the door side, like in the back.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
Yeah, so that nothing's
still got to open the
like,
window.
Nothing's there to.
They try to
catch
open
them.
it. They forgot it's locked. They unlock it, lift it up, kick out the screen, jump right onto the fire exit.
Yeah,
fire escape.
That'd be rough.
That would be rough. That would hurt.
Yeah, it'd be rough. It'd be rough to try to kill yourself that way and then not die.
You jump out your window only to remember halfway through your jump that there's a fire escape right there. You just hit your head 3 feet after you jump out, and then you just have like a little lump on your head, and you're like, "Well, we'll try that again. We're gonna go back to the drawing board on this one."
No, I mean, I think if you do it, you're like, I'm probably not gonna do that again.
Yeah, so that's a good thing. Maybe people will reconsider.
You know, and then you could be a spokesperson
for what?
For
jumping
like
out of
depression,
windows.
the anti-suicide, jump scares, being against jump scares.
Come out speaking out against jump scares. I got so scared I jumped out my window and I hit my head.
Yeah, talk about a jump.
I don't want to do that again.
Talk about a jump scare. Take it to the most literal way.
Taking it to the streets.
What a jam, Doobie Brothers. I was in 7-Eleven one time, and so I'm in 7-Eleven, right? I'm in line, and it's just so stupid. I'm like in line. I'm like third in line. 7-Eleven was like packed for no reason at this time. I'm like third in line. I'm just sitting there, and on the speakers, and also on the I never noticed music in 7-Elevens, but this time the music was like blaring loud, and I don't know what song was on before, but I was just standing there, and Taking It to the Streets comes on, and I'm like, all right, start bobbing and swinging and singing, but silently to myself, but kind of you could tell I was jamming.
Yeah, you're feeling the music.
Yeah, and then this guy behind me, this black dude behind me, he's like, it's a goddamn jam, right?
He said that.
Yeah,
he said goddamn jam.
Word for word in quotes, he goes, "It's a goddamn jam, right?" I'm like,
you should have got his number.
Are you kidding me?
You should have linked up.
I did. He moved to Arizona. He lives with Nate.
Oh yeah, they live together. What was his name? What was this guy's name?
His name was also Nate.
Yeah. What was his last name?
Squared.
Nate Squared. All right, I like that. I'm looking at this article that I saw the other day, which I thought was absolutely ridiculous. Do you know who Terry Fox is?
I thought you were going to say Shivo. So I can't think of... No, I don't. Who's Terry Fox?
Terry Fox was this Canadian guy who got cancer, got knee cancer. Well, just hold that. Got knee cancer, had the bottom, or I think his whole leg amputated, and then ran across Canada to raise awareness and money for cancer. And he died when he was 22. But I saw this article. It says, Terry Fox superfan 7 asking for cancer donations instead of candy at Halloween. And, it's this whole thing, but it's what 7-year-old is doing that?
No, it's the parents.
Yeah, exactly. You're just telling me this kid walked into his parents' bedroom, mother, father, for Halloween this year, I don't want candy. I want to dress up as Terry Fox and ask for cancer donations. No candy for me, please. I want money towards cancer research. 7 years old. Come on. That's totally the parents doing it. And then they exploit their kids online to get clicks. And you know what? It works because I clicked on the article.
You did click.
And he raised more than $10,000. Ethan Smallwood. Terrible last name, by the way. He's 7 years old. Wait till he's 13. Smallwood, if you know what I mean.
If he gets there, you know.
No, he doesn't have cancer.
Oh, he lied? Wait, what? Then what?
No. His hero is Terry Fox.
Oh, wait, what? So just because of that, he's ringing door... Just because he likes this guy?
Yes.
Oh, that's upsetting.
It's the parents doing it. And then here's a picture.
I thought my joke was in bad taste, but I said it anyway. And now that I heard that, yeah, this guy might not make it because he's... Is this guy from Canada too?
Yeah, no one in America is going to idolize a Canadian. Unless they're Alex Trebek. Shout out Alex Trebek. Speedy recovery your way, my friend.
Love you, Trebek. If you're listening, we'd love to have you on the pod.
I would love that. But yeah, so this family is 100% exploiting their child.
I also hate this article. It says he shows off his costume. Why do you have an iPhone that's from like the 20s?
Okay, look, I don't want to hear it. It's an iPhone SE. It's good for one hand scrolling.
Yeah, because I can't even. It's so little. It's so weird that this is what like the phone was.
Look, if you're gonna make fun of it, I would have never pulled it out. That's what she said.
Well played. But I mean, I'm just used to hold.
Which one is this?
The X.
Yeah, this isn't too bad actually. I used to be very against it because it is big. I like for my thumb to have easy scrolling access.
Yeah, but you don't need binoculars to look at your cracked phone.
Okay, I have good eyesight. So sue me.
I actually do have pretty good eyesight too.
Okay, so then you should be able to read this from there.
We should go to the eye doctor and see who's got better eyesight.
Done.
I think I win.
Done.
I think I'll win.
No way. How do they determine that when they just they have that chart and then we both read every letter?
If you could see more stuff, yeah, and then they back it up a foot, and then it's going to be a long test.
Yeah. I don't think this is.
We start at 1 foot, and then
let's just agree that we both have good eyesight, but mine's a tad bit better, only because I'm a few years younger.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that is true.
Do your parents wear glasses?
They were like the Walgreens, the cheaters.
Yeah, my dad wears cheaters.
But they don't like... Or my mom... No, my mom does wear glasses, actually.
Ooh, gotcha.
Yeah.
My parents don't. My dad's got the cheaters.
My dad wears cheaters. My dad doesn't. My mom does. Has glasses. My brother has glasses.
Nerd.
My sister does not have glasses.
Non-nerd.
And it's crazy that people got like beat up for wearing like glasses.
Yeah, right. Hey, 4 eyes.
Like glasses are the most normal looking things on people. Like
glasses,
they do totally change the look of somebody though. Like if somebody that you're used to seeing with glasses all the time, just comes in without glasses.
I have a very hip, trendy friend, Michael Samaria. He's probably not listening. He looks great with glasses. Yeah, but without glasses, not so much. Glasses though, He's a hunk.
He does look like a smart guy with glasses on.
But
he always wears that Packer.
He would love to hear that.
He always wears that. He always wears that Green Bay Packers sweater that kind of.
He wore that. He wore that once in his life, I think, and then we clowned him too hard for it, and he never wore it again.
Well, I mean, as should have been, as it should have been.
That was on his 30th birthday.
Samaria, huh? Yeah, no, good guy.
Yeah, he is. He's a good guy.
I saw him last time I saw him.
I already tapped him as my replacement, or as your replacement, for when you can't make it in, because I'm sure there's going to be a time where you're like, I can't do it. Then I got Michael here because we have good rapport.
Yeah.
Who's my replacement if I can't make it? Who are you going to fill in? Who's going to take my seat?
There's nobody that can in my eyes.
I'm touched.
Wow. Well, I feel slighted.
As you should, Tom. Step up your game, brother.
Buddy, my game is pretty stepped up. Did you hear about Kids Bop Karen?
Kids Bop Karen?
Yeah, no, you didn't hear about it?
No, can I take a stab at it?
Absolutely, yeah.
So Karen, for those who don't know, is a derogatory term for women. They're the can I see the manager type people. Am I right so far?
Very right, actually.
So now Kids Bop Karen.
Honestly, you're pretty spot on right now so far.
It's gotta be a woman taking issue with something from Kids Bop. I was closer the first time.
No. The first one added on to.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not far off. With her taking issue, you're right there.
Okay.
She's taking issue.
Yeah.
But not with Kids Bop.
With regular music?
No, actually, nothing to do really with music.
Well, then why would she be called Kids Bop?
So here's
That's misleading. And
so no, it's
I'm
not. No,
it's
not. So there's a video.
Okay.
And it's I don't even know what her real name is, but the internet has deemed her as Kids Bop Karen.
Oh, the internet. They're so clever.
I mean, it's kind of funny though.
Listen, internet would love to have you on the pod.
How much couch would it take up?
Tell me it was a joke.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to think like.
How much couch space would the internet take up?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
I don't know, dude.
Technology's getting better.
So Kids Bop Karen.
So Kids Bop Karen. No, so the video starts and it's this lady just laying in like it's taken from the backseat of a car, and it's this lady just laying into this driver of the car, this Uber driver.
Yeah.
And then she like stops and looks at the girl filming her and just looks like an absolute psychopath. And she's like swearing at her, like calling her names and like.
What's her problem though?
So this guy cut her off, and also the entire video, the driver is just like, it was my fault. I didn't see. I'm so sorry. The whole video, the only thing the driver says is that he's so sorry. He didn't mean it.
Wait, set this up a little bit better.
All you see, the video starts and she's already screaming into the window. Like she's just already there.
Okay, I was led to believe that there was an Uber driver and she was a passenger in the back seat.
No, so the passenger's the one that took the video.
Okay.
So Karen is yelling through the front passenger window and like just screaming at this Uber driver, and then just like stops and turns and
sees a woman filming.
Yeah, and then she just starts going off on her and like swearing or whatever. And then the girl's like, "You have your kids in the car. You're like talking to us like this. Like your kids are right there." And Kids Bop Karen goes, "They can't hear me because they're in there with the windows shut, listening to Kids Bop." And that's
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it now. That's funny.
And then the video person like, your window's not closed. They're all open.
Right.
And
but also like she's in the same car.
Like. Well, no, she's out of her. She's standing in traffic.
Oh,
she got out of her car.
Where was this at? Where did this happen? Do you know?
I don't know. Probably New York.
Probably New York.
Traffic is so bad in New York. Like anywhere else, I'd be like, "Yo, Kids Bop Karen's kind of wrong." But like in New York, you just stop. Like traffic out here is not
as bad as people make it out to be.
No, but it's just everything is so far away. That's why, like, and traffic's like normal, but everything is so far that it just takes forever to get anywhere. New York, everything is so close, and you just don't move.
If I lived in New York, I 100% would not have a car. They have good public transportation. We don't have that here.
Yeah, because it looks like somebody scribbled on a piece of paper, and they're like, "Oh, let's make these into streets."
I keep burping from this Bang energy drink. Bang, sponsoring from Justin to Kelly. I wish.
You look pretty swole right now. Is that creatine? The creatine's kicking in, huh?
It's the Super Creatine Ultra COQ10.
I feel like if I made an energy drink, I wouldn't put creatine in it.
Why not? This is supposed to be, I think, used as pre-work. I'm so jittery right now, though.
Somebody will have a heart attack on that.
And I got to pee real bad.
Somebody will have a heart attack on that for sure.
No, they won't.
Yeah, I mean, it's already an energy drink, and then stack that with creatine, you're gonna. It's like an NO explode. That's what I used to take. Well, that's why my body's so nice.
They have a warning on here. Too much caffeine may cause nervousness. I'm not nervous.
Blindness.
Irritability. I'm always irritable. Sleeplessness. Well, that makes sense. And occasionally rapid heartbeat. Not recommended for use by individuals under 18 years of age. It's 300 milligrams of caffeine, which is more than 2 cups of coffee. And I don't drink coffee. But my body handles all substances pretty well. So I kind of do want to drink the second one that you brought just to see.
You should do it just to see what happens.
But like my leg is shaking so much right now.
We're about to dominate in the park tonight on 2K.
If I do another one, I won't be asleep till 6 a.m. probably.
That's that's perfect. Let's play 2K.
I got some street ball. I got a birthday party to go to tomorrow.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Charles E. Charles Entertainment Cheese. No, my buddy. It's his 30th birthday, and he just rented out a gym. We're gonna ball on these N-words. Being broke is not an option. It's a T.I. lyric. Hey, do you see that thing about T.I.? Speaking of T.I.
No, what happened with T.I.?
Anthony, have you heard this?
Yes.
So, okay, I just thought of it right now, so I'm not going to get this 100% right, but it was something along the lines of he will be with his daughter.
Oh, yes, I did.
In the gynecologist's office until she's 18?
No,
what was it?
He apparently, maybe he takes her there every month to make sure she's still a virgin.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. To make sure like her hymen's still intact.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's psycho behavior.
Yes.
Shout out T.I., though. He supports my man Bernie Sanders. So, but that's weird behavior, T.I.
No, it's not.
How old's his daughter?
Clearly old enough to bang.
No.
I mean, no, like high school. Like, kids are banging in high school.
No, I think his daughter's like 5 or something.
Okay, if his daughter's 5, then it's a weirder story.
I gotta look.
Okay, T.I.'s like 60.
No, he's not T.I.
Okay, by the way,
Clifford Harris Jr. No, T.I. is probably
all these
42.
All these cool rappers that were cool when we were younger.
Oh, he
they're
does
all
have
like
kind
they're
of
all
an
like
older
60.
daughter.
Eminem, just like manage people. Quit coming out with
Eminem's
raps.
still in his 40s.
Yeah, but like barely.
By the way, we were very wrong on Harvey Weinstein's age. He's almost 70.
Oh, so wrong.
I know. He looks great for his age. Shout out Harvey Weinstein. What's that skincare routine?
It's called not going outside ever.
You know, I've had multiple people ask me my skincare routine. Here's a little tip. I've never washed my face in my entire life.
So it's just caked up.
No,
so you can't see any blemishes because it's all caked in front of all the blemishes.
When I shower, I just rinse off my face. I've never put any soap on it or anything, though.
You never like used face wash once in your life?
Never once in my life.
I disagree.
You disagree with that statement?
Yeah,
I've never used face wash.
How to react?
But I mean, also, I was blessed with the genes. My parents didn't get much acne, they said, when they were growing up. So I never did either. So I wasn't going to use any face wash or anything. So I've never washed my face. I'll wash like my neck, but I don't go any higher than that. Neck down.
Yeah, if the moneymaker's working, like, don't mess with it.
Yeah. And then
wouldn't.
I'm in and out of the shower in like 5 minutes. I wash my T&A, my P&A. I mean.
And then what about the rest? You just leave the rest of your body just.
Yeah, when I'm doing a quick shower, wash the good bits under the pits, and that's about it. I don't like showering though. I try to get in and out. Otherwise, I get pruny real quick.
I never understood the whole like singing in the shower thing, but
I sing in the shower,
I did.
baby.
But I started. I mean, obviously you got to do it, but I started. I just played this one song. It's 4 minutes and 56 seconds long. And it's my shower song.
What song is it?
It's The Green Fields of France by Dropkick Murphy.
Oh, my God.
And I know how long
Actually,
it is.
that's a good idea. I would put on a terrible song as well, so I can get out and
buddy,
just like pause it.
This song is a bona fide jam. Remember when you ditched me at Dropkick Murphy concert? When you were like...
To be fair...
No, I don't want to hear it.
To be fair...
I don't want to hear it.
It was the day after I got home from London.
And to be honest, I had more fun than if you even came.
I believe that. I would have dragged you down.
It was a blast. It was a really fun concert.
You like going to concerts alone.
It's my new thing, is going to concerts by myself.
I can never do
because
that. You're a social butterfly,
because I love going to I'm
more of a social vampire.
Yeah. It'd be cool to be a vampire.
I only come out at night, but I also don't leave my house.
My coffin. That's why nobody's ever come over, because I live in a I have to sleep in a coffin in a closet, hung upside down.
Would you be a vampire if offered?
Yeah. You wouldn't?
I don't know.
I mean, I would have to see like a sheet of like all the criteria I would need to fulfill. Like, okay,
so
live forever, cool. Like,
yeah, live forever. You're only allowed out from, let's say, 10 p.m. to 4 a.m.
Okay. I mean, that's pretty much how much that's you're explaining me. Now,
and you're given a monthly stipend of $2,000.
Who's paying me?
Andrew Yang.
Okay.
He's
okay. $2,000. That's rough.
Yeah, but you're only out for like 8 hours.
Okay, I got to pay rent.
No. Don't even think about that.
No, that was the first thing I thought when you said $2,000. I'm like, what?
You're living in like a commune type thing with other vampires. Your rent's like $2 a month. You're fine.
Co-ed, like girls and guy vampires, or just dudes?
We'll say co-ed.
Different floors, or like gender by floor, at Illinois at U of I, it was by floor. So like sometimes it was like half and half, I guess. But
I mean, does it really matter? Because you're sleeping throughout the entire day, and then you're just going out at night. You don't want to wake up at 10 p.m. and be like, "Yo, lady vampires, what's good?"
Yeah, because like that would be like a regular person's day. Like being a vampire just doesn't seem very different than being a person, other than you're just
but you're
awake at
sucking
night
blood.
instead.
You're not eating regular food.
Oh well, yeah. Have you Santa Clarita Diet? Great show, by the way.
Canceled for a reason.
It's a really funny. Yeah, because
Never
no one
saw it.
watched it because it has a terrible name. Terrible.
It is a bad name.
Terrible. I thought it was a documentary for forever. Like every time I
It's a
saw
documentary. Oh, I guess that makes sense.
it's like I really thought it was a documentary.
Unless you like look at the title card and then you see Drew Barrymore and Timothy
I
Olyphant.
didn't even give it that chance. I just saw it because the picture doesn't have anybody on it. It's just like the writing, and then it was a white background with like blood on it.
I heard it was good. What did it get? 2 seasons?
It's a really funny show. I think 3.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's fun. It was a funny show.
For a
It was
Netflix
good.
show, that's not bad.
It was good. Speaking of vampires, but yeah, no, I mean they're kind of like people, regular people, but at night.
Vampires.
Their days are
like
night.
us, but not quite.
Their days are night.
That's their slogan.
They would have night savings time instead of daylight savings time, to keep up with the Earthlings, the regulars.
No, they wouldn't, because it's always dark between those times.
Yeah, but you got to keep the same time. You don't want to.
No, you don't. You're a vampire.
Actually, you probably love springing. Wait, what would you love more? Oh no, you love.
Doesn't matter. You're a
no, you
vampire.
love fall back because then there's one day a year.
You get that extra hour.
Yeah, you could get that extra blood.
Yeah, dude, they're definitely partying hard that
for
night.
sure. That was last weekend.
That was last week.
You didn't even notice it.
No, it was last.
It was Saturday.
Yeah, it was last Saturday.
Yeah, you didn't even notice until right
didn't.
now. Because
No.
your phone, computers run our life these days.
So when did the time switch? Was it from like 2 to 3?
It switches at 2:00 in the morning on Sunday, technically.
Okay, so then you get another hour of 2 o'clock.
Yeah, so you could be so the bar is really open till 3.
Did any bars do that? Do they comply with those?
They all do. Yeah, they
Really?
all do. And it's gotta suck.
That would suck bad.
like you think you're about to close, and you're like, nope, it's 1:00 again. So at 2 it switches back to 1
Right.
again. Yeah.
I feel like they would just close though. If I was, I guess if it's super busy, I'm trying to get that money, I would stay up another hour. I wouldn't prefer it, but I would do it.
Yeah, but it's like you're not even. It's like you just missed an hour. It's like you're not staying an hour because you get the same amount of sleep, same amount of timing. Like, it's weird.
It is weird.
It's also very unnecessary.
Yeah, I want to do away with it completely. I want the extra hour of sunlight.
Imagine in the day when you had to.
It's for farmers.
Like when you didn't have like your phone automatically do it. Like I only knew because I had to reset my clock on my oven and on my like digital clock by my bed. Otherwise, I wouldn't even have thought. I would be like, all right, it's.
If I were president, that's the first thing I'm doing. No more daylight saving. I know Arizona doesn't do it.
Yeah, they don't. I would actually have everybody just fall back. Instead of spring forward, I would fall it back and just.
You want darkness earlier.
I like the extra day with an extra hour on it.
No, I don't. That's stupid behavior.
Springing forward sucks, especially because I remember when you're in school and it's like you're
you just said urine, dude.
No, when you were in school.
He said you're in school. Oh my God, is that embarrassing?
Yeah.
It is a little bit embarrassing.
It's pronounced you're in.
So when you're in school, so when I went to urine school,
Yeah. I went to urine school to be a dick doctor. And let's just say I got my PhD.
I got my P in the HD.
I'm looking at your P in HD, baby.
Give me your PH plus the D.
I got to check your pH levels.
There's a lot of dick jokes in the three initials PhD.
I think we're the first ones to discover this because honestly, I've never heard anyone make a joke like that before. By the way,
PhD doesn't just stand for doctor.
I mean, the only one I've heard before is PhD, pretty huge dick.
That's what it stands for.
I got a PhD. I got a pretty huge.
Did you just hear what I said? I said it doesn't just stand for doctor, and then you said that right after.
Well, because I was continuing my thought of the only PhD joke I've heard. Yeah, I like acronyms.
What's your favorite acronym?
FJ2K from Justin to Kelly.
Oh,
got him.
From Justin to Kelly Pod on Twitter.
Yeah, we're opening up a Twitter. It's going to be on and popping. I'm going to tweet at George Bush every day and maybe even Laura Bush. But thank you guys for listening to this episode. We'll catch you on the next one. Yeah, find us online. Official Lisa Kudrow. You're still not posting anything.
Yeah, not yet. You know.
All right, he's biding his time.
You could put my Elton John picture up.
I will. I'll put that up on the Twitter.
On the Schwitter.
If you haven't given us 5 stars on the Apple podcast part, please do, because that's going to bring us to the top. We're rising up on the charts. People are talking. Maybe even George Bush and Laura Bush.
I actually got a phone call from Forbes yesterday. I asking about the
they
podcast.
said please stop emailing us. We don't care about your stupid podcast.
They didn't say stop. They said
cease and desist.
They said we'll see you in court.
And we'll see you in court next week. All right, thanks guys for listening.
Peace.